Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is just a bunch of playing nonsense. I wanted to play with some black sparkly eyeshadow. I wanted to bust out my Tati Beauty Palette Volume 1 because she's back and that is interesting. We'll leave it there and see how things go for her. I wish her nothing but the best, of course, because I wouldn't wish badness on anybody. But yeah, so if you want to see how I got this look, stick around. I'm about to have a very naked face, so brace yourself. Okay, I'm just gonna jump right into it. I thought today it would be fun to play with my Tati Beauty palette since she's back, and my maneater palette. The Tati Beauty palette is seriously pigmented and it's a little bit intimidating, so I thought I could start out slow. I'm just gonna prime my eyelids with my Wet n Wild Incognito concealer. So I thought I'd start out with my maneater palette because it works so well. Yes, dear. You're cute. Okay, where was I before I was so cutely interrupted? Gonna start with my maneater palette because it is hands down the most amazing basic palette on the planet. It's so easy to use, it's easy to blend, it wears really nicely. So I thought that'd be a good place to start. Okay, I know that my eyelids look a little bit crazy, but my foundation is much darker so they won't look crazy. And I'm gonna put eyeshadow on. So start off the maneater palette and then go into the Tati palette once I've built up some shadows on my eyes. It will be less scary for me that way. And I did pluck my eyebrows this morning, or at least this one. Do your eyebrow hairs grow back crazily? Like this eye has a much furrier eyebrow. The hairs grow in all over the place. This one, not so much. Okay, eyelids are primed. I'm going to go in with my maneater palette into the shade Purr, which is this middle one right here, and just get that going all in my crease with my Wayne Goss number 4 brush from his newest release. I love, love, love these brushes. I did a review video on them, which is live on my channel if you wanna go check that out. If you're interested in these, I do highly recommend them. They are super expensive. So do you need them? No, you don't. But if you have the financial ability and want them, run, don't walk to go get them. They're amazing. I also opted to do my eyes before the rest of my face today because I know there's going to be fallout with the eye look I'm planning to do. I don't know why I feel compelled to do a full glam, black, smoky, as sexy as I can get eye, but that's what I want to do today. I literally have no plans except to do the dishes and possibly run to Rite Aid for an RC car for Jackson. That's all I've got on the books. All right, I'm just gonna use my color switch and dust off the shadows ever so gently on this brush because she's expensive and I don't want to ruin it. And then I'm gonna dip into the shade Spicy right here and work that into my crease as well. The trick to doing a bold, black, smoky eye is to get a good base of browns down first. The black will blend better and it won't look so harsh in contrast to the rest of my skin. It takes 2 seconds to blend these shadows. I just love them. and this brush helps. I hate that I love it so much, but it is that good. I don't know if it's just because I have hooded eyes and blending is sometimes tricky, but all right, so I think I'm gonna leave it there for now. I can always come back in and add and blend when I get some more done. Okay, if you're not familiar with the Tati Beauty palette, this is it. Each row is its own color story. So they all go together. You could use one row, you can mix and match. I ordered this when it was first released because I was definitely a big Tati fan. I don't know how I feel about it now. I'm just going to play with the eyeshadows and leave it there. So I'm gonna go with Ritual, which is the dark brown shade. This is the one that used to scare me so much. Look, I mean, that's just so flipping pigmented. It's intimidating, at least to me. I am nowhere near a professional, so. All right, I'm gonna get that brown worked in and built up the way I want it on both eyes, and I will come back and we'll move on to the black shade. I should have mentioned I'm using my Rephr number 16 brush for this dark brown shadow. It is working amazing. I think that these are right up there with the Wayne Goss brushes, except for that number 4 brush. I haven't seen anything else like that anywhere else from anyone else. I do wish he would sell them separately because I would 100% purchase backups of the number 4 brush. That's amazing. But as far as I know, everything is still only available as a set. Maybe he'll be able to sell them separately eventually. Fingers crossed. Okay, now I'm gonna go with my Wayne Goss number 6 brush, which is basically the same one, not as pointy and not as big. And I'm gonna dip into the black shade in the Tati palette and just start building this. Yeah, there's already so much fallout. I knew there would be. So I'm gonna get that going on my lid and into my crease a little bit, get both eyes done, and I will be back. Okay, that is the black all over my lids. Now I think I want to go in with the metallic shade from the black row right here and just get that on my lids to add a little bit of sparkle, because I think glam and sparkly just kind of go together. On my Rephr number 2 brush, I'm gonna try it dry first and see. I have nothing to lose by doing this because I do not have my face done, and see how that goes. So pretty. That's just beautiful. And I'm really just patting this on. I'm not blending or buffing at all, just patting it on. And I am taking it up into my crease. If you've been here for a minute, you know hooded eyes result in lots of transfer from your mobile lid to your hooded lid. Put it there in the first place, and it's intentional and looks great. Do we want to wet it and see what it will do? I think we do. I'm going to use my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. Maybe this will help it to set down on my lid and not fall off anywhere as the day wears on. I really hate that. you know, you get done putting your makeup on, you thinking you look pretty good. And look at the mirror a few hours later after you, you know, talk to 50,000 people. Just kidding, maybe one. To realize that there's black glitter all over your face. That's no good. All right. I am loving this eye look so much. Okie dokie. So now I'm going to probably do liner and lashes, and then do my face and all the things. So I will come back after liner and lashes and we can do the rest together. Okay, lashes are on. I'm using the style Soulmate by Kiss. These are limited edition for Pride. I believe they came in this packaging. That's the little bits I had to clip off, which may not have been quite enough, but I didn't want to take off too much and have them be too short. Normally I like a half lash or a third of a lash on my outer corner, but today I thought this particular eye look needed a full wabam lash. So that's what I did. And now I'm going to do my base stuff. Pretty sure I mentioned earlier that I already did my skincare and my sunscreen, so I'm just gonna go in with some of my e.l.f. matte putty primer all over my T-zone. So just get a little bit on the back of my nail and then work that in where I get the oiliest, which is here. I really like the e.l.f. matte poreless putty primer. I think that one's really, really good. But I wanted to try the matte version. I compared the e.l.f. putty primer to the Tatcha one, and I personally think that the e.l.f. is better. The Tatcha one I found got pilly and weird on my skin, and that might be a me thing, I don't know. But for the price difference, I like the e.l.f. one a lot. All right, let's make sure that's, yeah, see this sunscreen got a little bit pilly. And that might have been me using too much, because I definitely do not skimp on sunscreen. I don't have the pilling problem with the Naked Sundays that I normally use, but I want to try this one from CosRX. It says Aloe Soothing Sunscreen SPF 50 plus PA+++. We'll see. I will continue with it on my face today under all of my makeup and make a determination tonight. And I'm going to go in with my new favorite, the CoverGirl Outlast Extreme Wear 3-in-1 foundation. I really, really like this stuff. If you haven't watched that video, go watch it. I have 4 more shades in my Walmart pickup this weekend. Hopefully they are all still in stock because I need them in my life. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with my IT Cosmetics foundation brush, airbrush blurring foundation. It's the It for Ulta brush collection. All right, I'm gonna get this all over my face and I'll be back. I am afraid this does not look good over that sunscreen. That's a bummer. I really like this Flippin' Brow product. Okie dokie, my base is on. I've powdered and I did a brow. This came in my BoxyCharm. It's the Benefit Brow Styler. One end is this funky shaped pencil and the other end is like a little powder. If you're looking to whack on a really quick brow, a little bit of this and a brow gel, I use the e.l.f. Brow Wow, of course. I like it. Literally have no complaints. It takes about 3.5 seconds. I'll keep using it. Will I repurchase it? Right now, I'm gonna say I probably would, but we'll see how long it lasts and how it wears and all of those things. All right, now to finish up my lower lash line, I'm only going to use my Maneater palette because I don't trust the other shadows to not have crazy fallout. So on my little Refer number 3 brush, I'm going to go into the first shade we used called Purr and just roughly get that underneath my lashes. Nothing too precise. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Midnight, which is a much deeper brown, and use that mostly just out here on the outer corner, just to blend a little so the upper and the lower lashes don't look quite so freakishly different. And weirdly, I feel like when your eye makeup is this dramatic, a little bit of messy, totally acceptable. It looks good. It doesn't look messy at all, I don't think. I lined my waterline with the LA Girl black eyeliner that I love so much. Do I want to add a little bit of black? Again, from the Maneater palette, I just dipped into a little black. Right out here, real tight to the corner, just for a little bit of depth. It won't be a massive difference, just a little something. Boy, those lashes are crazy, but I like them. Okie dokie. Now for the rest of my face. I'll probably skip through this part. I'm going to use the same things I always use. Hourglass bronzer, that Makeup Geek contour, my Start Inspired highlighter from Samantha March because I can't not. And I will show you the cheek product I'm going to use because it's new. I threw it on yesterday for fun and wow, they weren't messing around. So get most of my face done and I'll be back with the cheek product because it's worth noting. Okay, so for my cheek product, this came in my last Ulta order. It was a freebie, came with the bronzer in this, and I have the bronzer, so I didn't open that, but it's this Sweet Cheeks. I thought that it was a lip and cheek, but it appears to be just a cheek tint. So I put it on yesterday thinking, yeah, this is gonna be a giant flop. It has the exact same applicator as my favorite lipsticks. It's the weirdest thing. So all I did was put 4 little dots and then I used my e.l.f. Putty Primer applicator brush and just pat, 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 pat. And this stayed on my cheeks the whole day. It looked really, really nice. It didn't disrupt anything underneath. just really nice. I don't know what I thought it was going to do, but I did not think that it was going to look like that. That's impressive, in my opinion. We've established I like a strong blush, so maybe that's what's so good about it, but just dot, dot, dot. When I put it on yesterday, I had been playing with makeup, literally just messing around. I'd already gone out, went to see my sister and hang out for a bit. And when I came, all I put on was sunscreen and foundation and powder. Because when I put sunscreen on, if I don't put powder on over it, it gets in my eyes, and that is not fun. So I only had the very basics done to go see her. So when I got home, I was like, well, maybe I'll just put a little on and see how it goes. If it ends up being a disaster, no big deal. I'm gonna wash it off. But it ended up looking really good, which made me really happy, super surprised. I don't know why, but I was. I just think that is so pretty. Blends out really nicely, and it stayed. Usually blush is the first thing that your skin eats up, or at least my skin. This is so good. And you have plenty of time to work it in. Zero complaints. I may even try to get more shades. If they had an orangey shade, oh, could you imagine? I'm gonna look. Nothing need any more blush in my life. Good Lord. But sometimes it's not about need. Sometimes it's just about want. So I'm gonna go in with my Samantha March Start Inspired highlighter. I'm just gonna use both colors because there's that more white gold and then there's a pinky one. I like them both. I'm using them both today. Look at that. I feel like I've seen a lot of people talking about wearing more natural makeup, you know, going back to neutral tones. And I'm over here like, black sparkly eye? Sure. But I do like the neutral, soft, more natural looking makeup as well. I think there's room for all of it. Some days you feel like a nut and some days you don't. Today I'm feeling rather squirrely. Going for the nutty. Why not? I'm gonna pile that on in my inner corner because my eyes are so dark. That will bring some light. I'm a fan. I think that is super fun. Okie dokie. So last step, nope, second to last, I need to find my mascara. Oh, right in front of me. Just gonna slap some of this on my bottom lashes and then we'll go in with a lip. I definitely just got some of that on my contact. Awesome, love that for me. Just gonna go over the edges of everything with my powder brush before I go with my lipstick, just to make sure nothing's looking funky. Or, you know, unintentionally funky. I do have a couple of lip products in my Walmart order for Sunday, but I wanted to try this, which I believe I hauled in another video. Look at that. It's not supposed to be bent like that, but it's the same applicator shape as the blush. So obviously I'm gonna go in with the red. I heard good things about this. This has the clear gloss at one end and then the color at the other end. So I'm gonna line my lips with my LA Girl Ultimate Lip Liner in the shade Relentless Red. Now I know not everyone would put a red lip with this eye look, but I feel like that's the right move today. I don't know why. Like I said, I may be only going to Rite Aid if I go anywhere at all. But I like a dramatic lip and a dramatic eye sometimes. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna get that done and I will be right back. I think that's as even as she's gonna get. For those of you who have maybe a smaller upper lip like I do, my lip line ends right here. But I take my lip liner up a little higher, and then my lip line ends here where the lip liner is. I just extend my Cupid's bow up a little bit to make it look like I have a fuller upper lip. And I also shade in down here with contour to make it look like I have a fuller bottom lip. That's a red lipstick. Red scares me. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry down and then I will add the lip gloss. Okay, so my lip is on. I put the gloss on. This is where it's at. I don't know if you remember, but I've been playing with these Revlon Color Stay Over Time lip colors, and they have the gloss on this end, and the brush I've complained about being super hard and uncomfortable. This is amazing. Holy moly. It feels incredible. It's not getting all over my teeth, which yay, because that's awful. I'm floored, absolutely floored. I am going to have to get some more of these. This is so good. I would never, ever, ever wear a cream red lipstick. I would have it all over myself, all over my water bottle, over everything in 2 seconds. This is not moving. Here, I'll kiss my hand and show you, which is going to be incredibly awkward because, you know, I'm incredibly awkward. Nothing. I mean, gloss. That's it. Nothing on my hand. I could go around kissing all the babies and there would be no evidence of it. So that is probably my #1 pick from this whole flipping video. I did check the Tati Beauty Volume 1 palette is available, as are her Blendifuls, which I hate the name of, but I love the Blendiful. So good. I use it almost every single day. Didn't use it today because I've been using, where'd you go? Hold please. Okay, she looks nasty, but I just used it. I've been using this little sponge. It is so soft and so floppy and odd, but it's amazing for patting over your foundation just to make sure there's no, you know, excess foundation anywhere. And I love that. It's a little elf sponge. It came with No, I bought it separately. But if you're looking for a super soft sponge just to go over everything when you're done putting it on with a brush, highly recommend that. It's really good. What else? I think that's everything. This video was super fun. I know it's odd for a random Thursday to do a black smoky eye, but it's fun. And you have to make your own fun sometimes. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Share it with someone you think might like it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to hit the notification bell and then choose all. And YouTube will tell you when I upload a new video. I'm back on for shooting for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday uploads. So far this week it's working. We'll see what next week brings. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much for your time today. Be good and remember to be kind to you.